Ryan Mitchell and Ethan Hayes were no strangers to high-stakes situations, but nothing in their extensive Navy SEAL training prepared them for the betrayal they faced on a humid evening in April 2019. Both men, aged 32 and 34 respectively, had served multiple deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan, earning commendations for valor. According to military records, Mitchell specialized in counterterrorism operations, while Hayes was an expert in reconnaissance and intelligence gathering. Stationed at Naval Station Norfolk, they were on leave, enjoying a rare night out at a local bar, when an altercation orchestrated by Detective Paul Grayson changed their lives. Grayson, a 15-year veteran of the Norfolk Police Department, had a reputation among colleagues for bending rules to boost his arrest numbers. According to internal department records, he had been investigated twice for excessive force, but avoided serious consequences due to lack of evidence and union backing. On April 12, 2019, Grayson was off duty, drinking at the Anchor, a popular bar near the naval base. Mitchell and Hayes were there, celebrating a teammate's promotion. According to witness statements, a verbal dispute arose when Grayson, intoxicated, made derogatory remarks about military personnel, calling them overpaid mercenaries. Mitchell, attempting to de-escalate, suggested Grayson calm down, but the detective, taking offense, escalated the situation. Grayson left the bar but returned with two uniformed officers, claiming Mitchell and Hayes had assaulted him. According to police reports, Grayson alleged the SEALs had pushed him and threatened violence, a story contradicted by bar staff and patrons. The officers, trusting Grayson's account, arrested Mitchell and Hayes, charging them with assault and disorderly conduct. The SEALs, trained to remain composed, complied without resistance, though Hayes told the officers, "This is a mistake, and you'll see why." They were booked and released on bail the next day, with a court date set for June 10, 2019. The arrest sparked outrage among their SEAL team. Mitchell and Hayes were respected leaders, known for their discipline and integrity. Their commanding officer, Captain Daniel Rivera, immediately contacted Rear Admiral Thomas Whitaker, who oversaw SEAL operations at Norfolk. Whitaker, a 30-year Navy veteran with a no-nonsense reputation, took a personal interest in the case. According to naval correspondence, Whitaker ordered an internal review of the incident and reached out to the SEAL's defense attorney, Laura Bennett, a former JAG officer with expertise in military-civilian disputes. Bennett's investigation uncovered troubling details about Grayson. According to public records, he had a history of fabricating charges to target individuals he disliked, particularly those he perceived as challenging his authority. In 2017, a black business owner claimed Grayson planted evidence during a traffic stop, but the case was dismissed for lack of corroborating evidence. Another complainant in 2018 accused Grayson of falsifying a report to justify an arrest, resulting in a brief suspension. Bennett subpoenaed Grayson's personnel file and obtained security footage from the Anchor, which showed no physical altercation initiated by Mitchell or Hayes. As the court date approached, Whitaker coordinated with the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, NCIS, to dig deeper into Grayson's conduct. NCIS agents interviewed bar patrons, who confirmed Grayson's aggressive behavior and false claims. They also discovered that Grayson had a side business, allegedly extorting local establishments for protection from police scrutiny. According to federal investigators, Grayson targeted military personnel, believing their transient assignments made them less likely to fight charges. The NCIS compiled a dossier, including witness statements and financial records linking Grayson to illicit payments. On June 10, 2019, the Norfolk Circuit Court was packed with military personnel, local media, and curious onlookers. Mitchell and Hayes, dressed in civilian suits, sat calmly as the prosecution presented Grayson's testimony. Grayson claimed the SEALs had attacked him unprovoked, displaying bruises he attributed to the incident. Bennett cross-examined him, presenting the bar footage, which showed Grayson stumbling drunkenly but unharmed. The detective's story began to falter, his responses evasive under pressure. The turning point came when Rear Admiral Whitaker entered the courtroom. According to court transcripts, he approached the bench, presenting himself as a character witness and submitting the NCIS dossier. "Your Honor, I have evidence of misconduct by Detective Grayson that directly pertains to this case," Whitaker stated. The judge, Honorable Margaret Ellis, allowed the submission after verifying Whitaker's credentials. The dossier revealed Grayson's history of false arrests, corroborated by 3 other victims who came forward after the SEALs case gained attention. It also included bank records showing payments from local businesses to an account linked to Grayson. Grayson's composure cracked as Whitaker testified. The Admiral detailed the SEALs' exemplary service records, emphasizing their discipline and the improbability of unprovoked violence. He then outlined Grayson's pattern of targeting service members, citing NCIS findings. The courtroom buzzed as Ellis ordered a recess to review the evidence. During the break, federal agents, alerted by NCIS, entered the courthouse with a warrant for Grayson's arrest on charges of evidence tampering, perjury, and racketeering. When the court reconvened, the charges against Mitchell and Hayes were dismissed with prejudice. Grayson was arrested on the spot, his badge confiscated as he was led away in handcuffs. According to onlookers, he muttered profanities, blaming the SEALs for his downfall. The judge issued a formal apology to Mitchell and Hayes, commending their restraint and Whitaker's intervention. The case made headlines, with the Virginian Pilot and CNN covering the dramatic turn of events. The aftermath was swift and far-reaching. Mitchell and Hayes returned to active duty, receiving commendation from Whitaker for their professionalism. They filed a civil lawsuit against Grayson and the Norfolk Police Department, alleging false arrest and defamation. The lawsuit, settled in 2020, awarded them $2.5 million, one of the largest payouts for police misconduct in Virginia's history. According to court filings, the settlement included provisions for departmental reforms, such as mandatory body camera audits and stricter oversight of off-duty officers. Grayson's arrest triggered a broader investigation into the Norfolk Police Department. The Department of Justice, prompted by Whitaker's dossier, launched a probe that uncovered a clique of officers involved in similar misconduct. By 2021, 6 officers were disciplined, and the police chief resigned amid public pressure. According to a DOJ report, complaints of false arrests in Norfolk dropped by 20% following the reforms, though activists noted ongoing challenges in addressing systemic bias. Mitchell and Hayes used their settlement to establish a scholarship fund for military veterans pursuing education, named the Anchor Fund in reference to the bar where the incident occurred. They also became advocates for police accountability, speaking at military and civilian forums. Whitaker, who retired in 2022, remained a mentor to both men, praising their resilience. They face injustice with the same courage they showed in combat, he told Military Times in a 2020 interview. The community response was profound. Local veterans groups rallied behind the SEALs, organizing fundraisers for their legal defense before the settlement. The NAACP and ACLU cited the case in calls for national police reform, highlighting how even elite service members could be targeted by corruption. Grayson, convicted in 2020, received an 8-year sentence, his career and reputation in ruins. The incident reshaped perceptions in Norfolk. Mitchell and Hayes, already heroes in combat, became symbols of standing firm against injustice. Their story, amplified by media and military networks, inspired policy changes and community dialogue. Jamal Carter, a Marine who faced a similar incident in 2017, reached out to the SEALs, forming a bond over shared experiences. Together, they spoke at a 2023 conference on military-civilian relations, emphasizing the need for accountability. Grayson's attempt to frame the SEALs backfired spectacularly, exposing his corruption and sparking reform. Whitaker's intervention, rooted in loyalty to his men, proved that authority could be wielded for justice. The case became a testament to resilience, showing that truth could prevail when confronted by those who refused to back down.